Well, hello again. Welcome to Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. Oh, let me have a drink. Hang on. Beautiful. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. So, my name's Geoff. My name is Geoff. My name is names. My name's Geoff. I was born in London 1,000,000 years ago. I had my own language school in Bournemouth in England, and I have taught English in England, in Switzerland, in Portugal, and now in Gibraltar. We are in Gibraltar now. If you have any questions about anything to do with English, this is your chance to ask a real English teacher from England any question you like. We have 2 cameras today, so sometimes I'm looking there, sometimes I'm looking there. We are on TikTok in China, and we're on TikTok internationally. So both are slightly different. We're hoping to get some questions about English grammar, English pronunciation from China, Korea, Japan, Asian countries, and also internationally, Germany, Italy, Belgium, Brazil, Venezuela, Arab countries. We have lots of followers in Iraq, in Bangladesh, Indian countries. We have people everywhere. So I asked a few days ago, can you send in some questions? One person said, Maria said, "Are you English? Your pronunciation is beautiful." Thank you, Maria. I love you. Yes, I am English. As I say, I was born in London a long time ago. And thank you for the comments on pronunciation. I love English pronunciation. Another student said, could you explain the pronunciation of were, where, and we're? Yeah, we are. Let me just write those down for you so you can see what I'm talking about. The question was, where, were, and we're. Can you see that? Perfect. The first one, wear. The verb, you wear clothes. Wear. Air. There are 2 sounds. Do you know this pronunciation chart? These are the sounds of my funny old language. These across the top are all vowel sounds. A-E-I-O-U. There are 5 vowels, but there are all of these sounds for 5 letters. At the bottom of the chart, they are all consonants, so all the other letters. So this is divided into consonant sounds and vowel sounds. These are just one sound. E, I, U, U. E, I, U, U. Sounds funny, doesn't it? On this sound, there are 2 sounds together. I, I, ear, ear, ear. Remember that word from this list? The first word, where, air, air, like hair. Oh, I haven't got much, never mind. Air, where. So this word is wear, W-E-A-R, wear. It's the verb, you wear clothes. Yeah? Put on a shirt, you wear jeans, you wear a shirt. The next word, were, again, just one sound, like in bird, The two dots make it slightly longer. It's a longer sound. Were, here, bird. So were, the past tense, we were, they were. They are, they were, past tense. This one, we're, we are, we are, we're. Again, we're back on this with the sounds of English. Ear, it, we're. So we are. In English, we have lots of contractions. We love contractions, joining two words together. We are, we're. I am, I'm. They are, they're. We love contractions. Why? Because English is a rhythm language. We speak in a rhythm. So, we are in Gibraltar. We're in Gibraltar. We're in Gibraltar. Da, 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 da. English is very much a rhythm-stressed language. Some languages are syllable-stressed, like Gibraltar, and every syllable is stressed the same. Gibraltar. In English, it's Gibraltar, da da da, da da da. Okay? We may have lost our Chinese listeners or viewers, but never mind. Might try to get them back in a minute. So we'll concentrate on the international version. Okay, so ear and rhythm stressed. If you want to practice your English, if you want to sound natural in spoken English, try to practice the rhythm of the language. Let me do you something else. Have a look, find my pen. Let's have a think. The. 4 words. To, the. What do you understand from the sentence? What does it mean? To, the. What am I talking about? Who knows? Nobody knows. It's impossible. There's no information there to tell. To, the. 4 words, but they mean nothing. 4 more words. Four more words. Went, London, see, Queen. Went, London, see, Queen. What do you understand? Went, London, see, Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. With these 4 words, there's some meaning to the sentence. You know what I'm talking about. There's understanding. What kind of words are these? What words are they? Verbs and nouns. Verbs and nouns. Went, verb. London, the name of something, a noun. See, the verb. Queen, the noun. These are the important words. These words, not so important. Went, London, see, Queen. Went, London, see, Queen. Try it yourself. Went, London, see, Queen. Went, London, see, Queen. Keep the same speed. Went, London, see, Queen. Now put in these words at the top. To, the. So, went, London, see, Queen. Went, London, see, Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. The stress is on vowels, on nouns and verbs. The other words, the prepositions, the articles, not so stressed. They're not important. When children in England are learning to speak, they don't say, I went to London to see the Queen, or Mummy, Daddy, can I have a glass of milk, please? They say, Mummy, glass, milk. Simple sentences. They don't hear, they don't register the little words, the prepositions and the articles, because they're not so important. The words to use to understand are the nouns and the verbs. Went, London, see, Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. Try it. Same rhythm. I went to London to see the Queen. Sometimes you see on TikTok and in lots of places, people say, try to speak English fast. How do you understand fast spoken English? The way is to hear the nouns and the verbs. Forget the other words if you can, but try to just hear the main words in a sentence, the nouns and the verbs. They are the important ones. The other words, not so important. They're there if you write a sentence on a page, if you're typing something, if you're writing something. They're there, they're important for the grammar, for the construction of the sentence. But in general, spoken English, the important thing is understanding the main words. Went, London, see, Queen. I went to London to see the Queen. And then you can speed up. Another good way to practice, when you're walking down the street, talk to yourself. People will think you're a bit crazy, but never mind. But talk to yourself as you are walking the steps. I went to London to see the Queen. And as you're walking down the street, forget people, but ignore them. I went to London to see the Queen. It works beautifully. Okay? All right. Question just came through. As well as and so that. So as well as something, I'll try and remember that. As well as and so that. As well as drinking my coffee, I like to eat biscuits. So that, what was the other one? So that, it's kind of a result. I drink coffee so that I feel better later. Let me have a drink, hang on. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so as well as, like in addition to, some extra ones, and so that it's the result. So that something happens afterwards. Is the rhythm important for grammar? Yes and no. The rhythm is important to understand. The grammar is important for written down language. So yes, you need the grammar. You need to know if it's present tense, past, future, and everything else. The rhythm is more for speaking and understanding. So the grammar is important. I'm sure if you've been learning English in the past, your teacher says, learn these tables of verbs, do all kinds of things to remember the grammar, the structure of the language, the structure of a sentence. It's important when it's written down. But speaking, as I said before, a small child doesn't know a million words. They can't speak in a long, perfectly formed sentence. They just use the main words. Mummy, milk. What does Mummy do? Gives the milk. A small child wants, Daddy, play football. Daddy thinks, okay, that's not a good set. Daddy, let's go and play football, please. You don't need it all. You need a couple of words and Daddy understands. Daddy, play football. Okay, let's go. And off they go to watch their favourite football team or play in the park. So grammar is important for the structure. You need the grammar for the sentences to know if is it past, is it present, is it future. You need to know all those things. But for general understanding, the rhythm is just picking out the important words. With grammar or with tenses, yes, you need to know, is it past, is it present, is it future, to understand. Because when someone speaks to me, when a student speaks to me, then I need to have a picture in my head of what the student is talking about. If they use a past form and they are talking about something in the future or the present, my mind thinks, sorry, what? Pardon? I don't understand. The picture that you make when you speak to someone has to be the picture that I see when you speak. So I was walking in the park yesterday. Past continuous, I was walking. Past continuous, I was walking in the park yesterday. Past continuous, there's duration, the beginning and an end. So you see the picture. Hey, there's Uncle Geoff. He's walking in the park. He's listening to the birds. He's looking at the children playing on the grass. He is watching children playing football, listening to the birds, the blue sky and sunshine, taking photographs. I was walking in the park yesterday. There's a picture. There's emotion. It's real. If you say, I walked in the park yesterday, there's no emotion. There's no feeling. It's just a basic past simple. I walked in the park yesterday. Great, who cares? It's just a basic simple sentence. But I was walking in the park yesterday. Suddenly there's a colourful picture. I walked in the park, black and white. I was walking in the park, colour, technicolor, beautiful. It comes alive. And then you can continue. I was walking in the park yesterday and thought, I would like an ice cream. Now the picture comes more alive. It becomes more interesting, more exciting. So, grammar, very important. And again, someone else said, where's my list? Someone said, could you talk about tenses? Me1, you22 sent a message. Thank you. Could you talk about tenses? It's that same idea of knowing when something is happening. If you talk about something in the past, I know it's in the past by the words that you use. If you talk about something in the future, I know what you're talking about. It's a time in the future. English, question. How many tenses are there in English? Thank you, me1, you22. How many tenses are there in English? What do you think? You think, I'll drink. How many tenses are there in English? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20. Have a think. Present simple, past simple, future simple, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect. There are lots. However, what if I said there are only 2 tenses in English? What? Only 2? Think. Which tenses are real? Present tense. It's happening now. I pinch, ouch. It's real. It's happening now. Yesterday happened. What did you do yesterday? Very good. Tomorrow. Is that real? No, it hasn't happened yet. Only today and yesterday, or last year, last week, 10 years ago. So the present now is real. The past is real. The future, who knows what will happen tomorrow? You wake up tomorrow, anything could happen. You can plan for the future, and if you plan for the future, you need words to describe that plan. And so that's where tenses come in. So that's why we have different ideas, different formulas for making tenses in the future. So, let me write something else down. The present. Now. The time of speaking. The present. Now, this moment. What's the time? In Gibraltar, it's 20 past 12. What time is it where you are? Is it really remarkable? Someone said the future is not important. Not important? Of course it is. Oh, ha ha ha. No, the future is important, but is it real? Not yet. Let me come back to this for a second. So the present, now, 21 minutes past 12. Now, this moment, the present, the time of speaking, everything in English, when we speak in English, everything is seen from the time of speaking. I'm talking to you now, yeah? I am talking, present continuous. Let me just draw a line. Okay. Can you see that okay? Good. So we are here. We are at this point on our little timeline. This is our timeline. This is before now, the past. This is after now, the future. So we are here. When I talk about yesterday, last week, last year, I see it from here, the time of speaking. I'm looking back to last night, 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago in Gibraltar, there was a massive power cut. All the lights went out in the whole country. We had candles for about an hour and a half. Last year, I was living in Portugal. I was living, past continuous. Let's go back here, present continuous. I am talking. Started before at 12 o'clock, it'll finish later, present continuous. I am talking. I was living in Portugal last year. I'll just draw it on my thing. Past